All right, here I am at 811 Muirwood. This is the 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 21, 2,200, 21 something square feet. I'll tell you the good and the bad. I'll just give you the quick panoramic of the neighborhood. This is the kind of the access off of Frazee here, and you can tell these are all nice homes, 3-car garages. This is a good spot. This is one of the better neighborhoods in Oceanside called Rancho del Oro. It's right around the corner, not too far from the Mass Pike place, which is just down the road from here, maybe like a half a mile or so, a quarter mile. But that place has an HOA. What's really cool about this is almost every place has an HOA fee. In Rancho del Oro, this place does not. Okay. So I'll take you in and show you everything. So you get the tile roof, which is good. I don't know, I can't even tell exactly where the leak was, but we're going to try to, figure it out from in there. I looked around, I didn't see a mess, but I saw some ceiling that wasn't painted properly. But anyway, I'm gonna take you through it. The good are that the bones of the house are good. It's great. The yard is huge. For out here, it's a good sized yard. I think that's worth something. It looks better in the back than it did in those pictures, so that's good. The main issue I'm seeing is updating. So either you're gonna have to put some money into update, or you're just gonna have to accept less money in rent. That's a conversation between you and Diana. And when I'm talking about updating, I'm talking about primarily kitchen counters and the carpeting. The carpeting's kind of horrendous in here. I think you could get away with it for renters. I know Diana's going to differ with me on that. But it's ugly to begin with, and it's pretty stained. So if you're going to replace the carpet, my advice, which has been to upgrade, my kids are here, to upgrade from this kind of crummy carpet, and instead of putting new carpet in that's going to get ruined, just put in some kind of laminate or vinyl planking that you have over here. And what's really weird is that they have this in the kitchen as well. It works, but it's a little weird. But my daughter, who is getting to be good at this job, went up and looked at the upstairs bathroom and said, "You know what really annoys me? When they have carpet in the bathroom." I'm like, "Yeah, that annoys everybody." So anyway, let me just show you here. I am gonna ask her specifically if that's where the roof leak was. This is in the front corner of the house. You can see that it's discolored there, and it hasn't been painted. It's just been kind of touched. I'm not positive that's where the roof leak was. I'm gonna have to try and look, but it looks like something might have been coming down through there through water. Okay, I'll point out that all of the windows have not been upgraded. Okay, so that's the default setting. That's no different than most of the other places we looked at. All the windows do have window coverings, so that's good. There's blinds there. I'm sure Diana's a huge fan of those curtains. I'm not sure if they're staying or not, but even if they stay, she may say get rid of them. So you have this entryway. This is a nice tile entryway here. Then you have a step down into this living and dining area, which is all carpeted. I would get rid of that carpet. We'll worry about the upstairs carpet later. Okay, so I'm going to take it right through here. Outside this window here, there's like I'll just go over here. This is kind of a side yard where they're not taking care of anything. I think you could actually trim that stuff down to make it nice. I'll show you from the outside. Okay. You come through here into the kitchen. So the kitchen has the laminate wood flooring on it, which is kind of weird for a kitchen, but I think it works. It's a solid surface, so that's good. These countertops, they look old and ancient. Those we could talk about like what you want to do with those in conjunction with Diana's. Like you could probably get away with these. They're not in bad shape, and it's not as ugly as some of them we see, which have like the discolored grout and stuff like that. So I think that's actually fine. I have several houses that are like this that I did not upgrade with granite, but I do accept a little lower rent for them than the places with granite countertops. So you could kind of figure out, do you want to put money into it and get more rent, or leave them as is and just get a little less? That's personal choice. The cabinets look okay. They probably could be touched up a little bit here and there, but they don't look bad. The hardware on them looks good, so that's something we always kind of look at. I don't know if Diana would want to touch up these cabinets or not. She will tell us. So small expense there. if you want to do that, but we're gonna have a painter in here anyway at some point. So around here is another living space. So a nice living space. Again, awesome fireplace, but just old style. That's what you get. 22-year-old house, my man. Wooden house scam. You're gonna get old stuff. Nobody's updating that. Okay. So this living room, you could do a lot with this. It's a good space. So basically, the downstairs living space is great. If this place would be better if they had a downstairs bedroom, but then again, if my aunt had bowls, she'd be my uncle. Okay, this is the washing machine area. No big deal, but I did write those washing machine and dryer in. We'll see what they come back with. And this is your small side bath here, the small hall bath, and that is nothing fancy, but very utilitarian, in fine shape, kind of Home Depot type stuff. All right. I'll point out, come out here to the garage. The garage is awesome. You got all sorts of shelving on the garage over here. You got all sorts of cabinetry. The freaking countertop on their workshop bench is better than the one in their kitchen. Anyway, the water heater's right there. I can't tell what year it is. It's not ancient. I tell you every time, we're going to at some point have to upgrade the water heater. It has a pan under it. I'm not too worried about it. Eventually it will fail and we'll have to replace it. There is a bit of gunk on that pump up there, which should be cleaned up. I see that a lot. This is cool because this furnace is way upgraded. This is relatively new. So this is a Ream furnace. They definitely installed that within the last 10 years. And the AC is outside. So this place has AC. So there's a $6-7 grand savings right there that you don't have to put AC in this joint. Okay. 3-car garage, as you could see. I'm gonna shut the door on my way out. All right. I'm gonna go out into the backyard before I go upstairs. So out here into the backyard, look, you got a ton of space here. This is really cool. Over here, and all the fencing is relatively new. So a lot of times we have fencing problems. You got that, you got the wrought iron back there, and you got the fence over there. You got this shed over here, matches the house. That's gonna be useful for tenants for sure. You got this patio area. You got this gazebo and stuff like that. I don't think that stays. We could always talk about it. And then you got this yard. It ain't the nicest grass in the world, but it's a functional backyard where kids can actually play. So I'm just stumbling through here. This is going to be a little longer video than usual because we've already made an offer on it. But yeah, it has sprinklers. You see that bad boy right there? So it has sprinklers. We could figure out the grass if we really want to. I'm not sure we want to. I'll talk to Diane about that. We'll have some just cleaning up the general landscaping. You'll make it a lot nicer. Nobody's taking care of this. So it'll look a lot nicer when that's done. I will just give you a quick peek of the... I don't have to go too up close, but there's your compressor and condenser for the AC. So that's it's good because a lot of places we're looking at don't have AC. Okay, so we're going to go upstairs real quick. Now we're going to get into this carpet disaster. It's just ugly, and it's just carpet in the entire upstairs. So you can see this is kind of crummy. Going to want to replace it with something. And then there's carpet through the entire upstairs, including into the bathrooms, into the bathroom in the Jack and Jill and in the master. So your major expense is going to be flooring, because I know Diane always says let's put the carpet in the bedrooms because it's cheaper, and then maybe hard surfaces on the outside. My kind of advice at this point is to just do hard surfaces everywhere, because carpet is going the way of the dodo bird, right? So here's the master. It's actually a good size master. Okay, I'll give you a look-see around here. And then kind of interesting here, you got this stupid carpet going into the bathroom. It's horrible. But I do like the sunken tub. This is quite cool over here. There's not a lot of privacy. So if you have couples that care about that kind of stuff, there's not a lot of privacy, but I think it's actually quite cool. I like it. I feel like living like Hugh Hefner or something. Look, this thing's ugly as freaking sin. But it's functional enough, whatever their idea was probably saving money putting that thing in, okay? And then you get the shower here, and it's old. You can see the tiles in there. Does have a bench, which counts for a lot. People like those benches. The fixtures are old. We'd probably update that and update that. Small stuff. Okay. You got the carpet going into the bathroom here. The carpet could probably stay in the closet, but I'm just telling you, like, the major expense here is going to be all the flooring. So that'd be a discussion between you and Diana on like how much stuff's going to cost. You can get flooring guys out here, carpet guys to bid you some carpet, some vinyl or some laminate, or any mix and match that you want. Okay. Here's the second bedroom. Okay. Nothing super fancy here. Those are updated doors. They're not those crappy doors that we see sometimes. You got the mirrored doors, and you have a Jack and Jill bathroom. I think you know what that means. It means that there's 2 bedrooms up here, and they share that bathroom. So you got this bedroom here, and you got this bedroom here. See, this has the Grimmer doors. So, and then this shares into the bathroom here, all of which is carpeted. So it's kind of ugly and kind of dumb to have carpeting there. It looks kind of crap house there. You can see that kind of pushing up on the outside of the tub. Just let me look in here real quick. The tub looks functional. This is kind of bulletproof. This plastic, so it doesn't. The good thing about that plastic is it doesn't get mildew and stuff like that as bad as some of the like your tile and stuff like that. And you can see a little bit of scumminess on the doors, but certainly no shower disease. So, look, it's a 3-bedroom. The price is right. You got this is ugly here. You got this kind of canvas. This is going to need painting. Whether or not we have to update that counter. If we're going to update the countertops elsewhere, like in the kitchen, and you want to update that one too, I don't think it's that big a deal. We do have to kind of. I think we can get away with this thing here. This is broke. It's just yeah. I think we can get away with this thing. I think if you put some cool flooring in here, it's gonna look a lot better. Try to match it up downstairs or something like that. And you have a fireplace up here in the master. So again, it's the tile there, but it's kind of cool to have the fireplace there. So overall, I'd say it's pretty good value for what we've seen so far. We just have to keep in mind this is a 3-bed, not a 4-bed, but it doesn't back to the Mass Pike, and that backyard is definitely going to be a selling point for renters. So I'm going to show this video with Diana, and then we'll see what you think. Okay? And I did look around, and I will talk to the listing agent about the actual roof leak, because I just can't tell where we're leaking. Looks like we might have been leaking there as well, but I don't know what those seals are. So I'll have to talk to you about the roofing and what was done. Okay, talk to you later.